So let's see what happens here as two of the CIS squads clash in the server. So much more Counter-Strike around the corner as well. North, Movie Star Riders, and the Super Series, 100 Thieves versus Liquid. We're into Inferno though, and let's see if they've tidied any of the mess that was left last time Nemiga found Spirit here.
All right, let's get it on. We have got iDisbalance looking for that aggression. Remember, I said a Team Spirit on their CT side. They like to force the issue, like to get stuck in here. And we will going to see a B attack from Nemiga. They've got two smokes, the Molotov for new boxes if required. And it's going to be Mia waiting towards the sandbags, and he's got a flashbang available from Chopper.
Ooh, go on.
So if that gets timed well, he's going to be in a great position, but I feel like they're going to pre-fire it.
Yeah, he just gets shot in the back before Chopper even throws the flash. Now the second pops, and they know exactly where he's going to be, or at least a good idea as to where. The smoke will lock him out. This is looking pretty perfect, actually, from Spirit, all things, excuse me, Nemiga, all things considered. Just as I say that, Magic's holding the line, actually taps Joe out of the server.
Well, that's a lovely bit of work there. Back to the 4 and 4. All the CTs are here and ready for the retake. The smoke will go down towards Coffins. And now this is where things become very interesting indeed. In terms of the kit, Chopper's got it. Retake will begin momentarily. They have no flashbangs. They're going in with brute force. And 3 come from the ruins position. Fantastic shot from iDisbalance.
Yeah, but will they expect a second? Box was baiting, and some Young's caught him on the jiggle. They know there's another new box. They're starting to work this one out. Bomb's about half gone. A great jiggle from Box. He actually manages to connect the shot. Now closing in. Speedak catching one from Emo. He needs another, and he's got it as well. Down to some Young. Finds the first. Kit on Emo. Lollipop gets around the corner, and that should be enough to secure the round. Some Young realizes it, and he's getting the hell out of dodge. Good work to keep it close, but Nemiga, they'll take it.
Yeah, pretty decent retake, all things considered there, but nice work from Nemiga. They get basic B control. The execution as expected works out, and they've already got the man advantage there. I have to say, Chad, I'm not a big fan of this sandbag mentality we're seeing a lot of, because you're not really working together. It's all down to the timings, and the flashbang's not 100% perfect. That baited CT's in a lot of trouble there.
Yeah, it feels like they're trying to prop up your individuals with a play like that. That's where if you get set up for that, you need to be at least getting 1 kill and ideally 2 from those type of different scenarios. But SDY did his best, wasn't good enough, and now we'll see them go with the force buy. I think this is expected, especially with Team Spirit assuming they're the better team.
Hank's gonna love this team. 257s. He's gonna love it.
The snapping turtle is out once again. Listen up for the spam here. It's a lot of fun. We'll see if they can make it work. It's a 4-man stack towards top and middle. They've got 5 smokes as well, one of which has been deployed by Sumdai Young. He'll be using the Mag 7 this time, and he's actually positioned beneath the apartment. So we'll see if he can get the first kill. Nails that. There's a second as well. Surely not the third. The bomb goes down. He's got a lot of aggro here from short, but it's still the man advantage for Team Spirit. 3 versus 2 up against Box and MDS here. They've got Mag 10s.
Yeah, but look at the positioning. They're going to find him eventually. Disbalance was just trying to play around the edge of the smoke, and maybe Box gets caught here, but no. Just in time, 2 HP. The dink did come through. It did connect, and there's only a matter of time. Gets pushed down in the end, and Team Spirit with a 3K from Mir, a double Mag 7 from Sumdai Young.
Yeah, that's a good way to get some money in the bank account, isn't it? So they will be able to get the buy on the board after a successful force scenario. You can see the Mag 10 carried across. They were able to scavenge the Mag 7 as well. And then there's even an AWP out in the third round of the game on iDisbalance. They've been able to get that out nice and early. He can't give it away, though. Like, that's right now. We're seeing it this early. It is very, very scary. Sometimes you don't like to see AWPers bring it out when they know they're going up against a force buy or pistols.
It's all down to the play style, right? I'm fine with it as long as they play like Library and they're playing off someone and making sure it's protected. If they start going for the aggressive picks, that's when things get a little bit tricky for them. That's going to be Box opening things up. Chopper jumping over towards half wall. Will be taken down? Maybe a bit too aggressive once again. We said he likes to probe that side of the map.
If they get into pit right now, the AWP is basically neutralized. 2 players are left towards the top of Banana, and they should have to save. The only way this round here gets pulled down to the back pocket is if SDY gets 3.
Yeah, but he's seen the shadow, maybe not. Still in trouble. Needs both. Does get them. Now that AWP's going to get smoked off, just as you predicted. The rotate is coming in from B, so it does look like they're going to try and contest this, and it makes sense. There's only pistols for the majority.
But the AWP on the retake now, that makes things a little bit more tricky for them. We are going to see the bomb planted. 3 versus 3. Boxer 19 holds towards the apartments right now, and he's got a bit of aggro from Mia. He's actually already made it towards the end, so he has no idea. He's not going to communicate that with his teammates. If he comes behind him, he'll save the day, but will he get the shot? Apparently not.
No way.
Mir actually checks it to catch his box, and now they start to aggress. Info on the first, clearing the site. They know where he is, but Joe's got two. One more. It's the AWPer as well. A dink. Finish it with the pistol. It's just absolute shambles from Team Spirit.
Oh dear, that was their round 3 versus 1. They can't believe their luck on the Nemiga side. Yeah, the AWP's brought over, the famous double kill as well, and it's the AWP. Chad did question the purchase there. For those sort of scenarios, it can all fall apart, and here comes the replay now. The AWP struggling, and as he gets to get the ding there, down to 22 points of foul, the PT50 to close things out. And we're going to have a force buy for the CT squad now. There it is, a jump down headshot.
What on earth is that? Oh, not the start Team Spirit were hoping for here. We did already talk about their woes previously on Inferno when these two teams met. Well, it's starting off in a fashion you would hope to forget. Box gets towards top of Banana. It is the force buy yet again. This time there's not as many smokes to hold them back, so it's going to come down to the individuals in transition of Spirit here to be able to get some frags. Oh, this is definitely just a B execute. If you have 4 players in Banana with 1:25 on the clock and you're not being harassed, you can set up for a B execute very, very easily. They don't have a lot of Molotovs to clear out the closer corners and all the boxes towards the back of the site, but they do have enough flashes and smokes to make this work.
Oh, but here comes a smoke from Magix now, trying to buy them some time, but Mia's already gone down. The execution coming forward, and it's going to be Chopper flushed out. Perfectly placed Molotov. Magix will pull one back here, but it doesn't have a massive knock-on effect in the round just yet. If he gets one more, then we're onto something, but this is looking way too strong for Nemiga, and Team Spirit call it, that we're falling back.
Yeah, nice work from Nemiga again. Bomb will be go down thanks to MDS. And another double frag from Joe. Pretty dream start for him.
I would like to, if anybody out there listening is involved within the CIS scene, quite in depth, just knowing about these players, and obviously we've been discussing some teams, it's been on Reddit as well, have been opting to have a gentleman's agreement regarding the agent skins. So if you're new to Counter-Strike, maybe you're not too familiar with what we're saying, there's been a new update, well, it's not that new anymore, but basically it brought these different models in for the players, and some of them, we're having a little bit of a visibility issue on certain maps or certain positions, like these little green boys here.
The green ones seem to be the main offender, right?
And CIS, we've been covering it this week, and we've noticed a lot of the skins coming on through as a choice, right? I've seen a little bit of it within Europe, some of it in North America as well. I was under the impression these guys had all had a chat and said, we're not going to use the agents. But if this is the case, if these teams qualify for the major, then everybody's just going to use the agents.
The problem is, as soon as one team doesn't go along with the gentleman's agreement, the whole thing goes out the window.
100%.
If they're using it, we might as well.
I would also perhaps throw a third possibility into the ring, that there is a gentleman's agreement still in play, but it's just certain skins aren't encouraged. So like, yeah, you can have your whole team as one skin, but it's not this one, by the way. This isn't the green agent that everyone gets upset about.
That's not the one?
No, it's the FBI one that's like bright green. Henry uses it, runs around on train with his
Invisible.
5.7.
Well, we play SCA where they're not available. To be fair. So.
I mean, in the warm-up is when you're...
Sure.
But yeah, it's a curious one, right? It's just a little bit of a thought process there about how it's all functioning in their region. So these carried across weapons, it's not going to do too much. This should be round number 4 on the board for Nemiga, especially with only one player defending over towards B, and the lion's share of the attack currently taking up stock in Banana. That's a great opening. The site is open now. They won't know that until the smoke clears and they execute on in.
Nothing but flower pots and corpses for them to receive on B. They will throw out the first CT smoke, seeing if they can draw any additional CT push, but little do they know, they're all through T-apps. They will be coming from behind, but I think it's a little too late.
Yeah, they don't necessarily have the firepower to do much with this. It's a nice position, but all they've really got is information that they're on bomb site. So it will be the B commitment. You can see they're not taking any chance in Nemiga, making sure they drop a river of flames before the commitment comes through, and it's going to be 4-1. There's no chance this retake works out, but Magix with the MP9, maybe he gets a couple of exit kills, but I would say they probably exit through CT spawn. You can see them watching Banana like a hawk right now.
If we just throw a little bit more context into the mix here, as these eco kills should get mopped on up. Right now, this is a very important game for Nemiga in the sense of this is their last hard opponent, really, right? They have to play Unique, I believe it is their last game. So if they're able to take down Team Spirit, who we've already said is undefeated, and then they beat Unique as they should, that should guarantee them a top 3 spot. But if they don't, you have Fours on the other side of things who started very, very slow. They picked up a win just yesterday. They're looking better. But they also have some easy games coming their way. They have Unique and they have Gambit Youngsters on the cards as their next 2 matchups, I believe. So let's say Fours convert those. That could potentially be squeezing Nemiga out into that 3rd slot where they might not even make it after such a good run here.
So it is 4-1. A fantastic run here on Inferno as well. Team Spirit, though, will have the AWP, the rifles once more. It's been a very difficult start for them. So looking at the FAMAS for Chopper, opting for more utility. I'm sure this will be more of a traditional round of Counter-Strike, just to find their footing, get some resources built up. And it's going to be a Mac 10 on the T side still, and there's no helmets available for Team Spirit. So maybe a faster-paced round from Nemiga. We'll see whether they wanted to utilize that and send the Mac 10 towards B alone. And it looks like that's exactly where it wants to go. Starting to challenge now. As they extinguish the flames, they'll exchange grenades now, and Team Spirit taking a lion's share of damage. It gets finished off by Box. And here we go, that Mac 10 should be able to leap into life, but the FAMAS pulling a couple back.
Chopper, chill your beans. You're lucky to get away with that one. They were both fully flashed. Did get Joe and get back. So mission accomplished. Double kill so far for Chopper as he's managed to keep this in favor of Team Spirit. Double nades onto Magix. He didn't get to play in this round, but still working with just 3 now. Nemiga head back towards middle. They've got Lollipop clearing out towards A, and if he gets disbalanced, he does not. Meets him, though, and calls out the AWP's position. They'll wrap into short, where it could be safe. A flash for safety. Should get that bomb down.
Yeah, that should be no problem here. It's still a 3 versus 2, but Nemiga have a strong chance of winning this one. The AWP up as well, a spare smoke and Molotov. A side completely clear, so they can go for a nice defensive plant. And now it's down to the AWP. It really does have to step up here. Like we've got MDS with the smoke and Molotov. He can smoke towards Library once that one goes down, which he will. Molotov will be great forward short or the apartments, depending where they feel like they get aggro from. And it's going to be 3 CTs coming in from quad. They've also got a smoke and a flash, but no kits. AWP will step up and get the first kill.
Yeah, and Chopper trying to close the gap. This crossfire, it's very effective. Speedak wants them looking at him so that they can't find MDS, and he's got another. Just that AWP as well. This disbalanced AWP has been such a nuisance for the retake. Smear will recover it. Get the hell out of Dodge. Nemiga 3v5 at one point.
Yeah, not really much Team Spirit could do with that one. No kits, no utility, and an AWP once again on the retake. That's twice now. The AWP has cost them the bomb site, and it will be Nemiga not dropping a single player in that interaction. MDS and Speedak survive with the AWP. Jobs are good, and it will be a tactical timeout now from Team Spirit, who saved the AWP on Mir, but they don't really have the resources to get much else. It'd be Desert Eagles, maybe an MP9 or 2. Here's a double kill from Chopper. Still wasn't enough to win that round. They took so much damage initial play with the HE grenades, but nice finish here. Great crossfire towards the H side.
Oh, we're in trouble already if you are Team Spirit. I pointed out the woes before we got into the game today, and if you go back and you reflect on when they did play, it was on the 12th of March. So I don't know if you guys are any good with calendars. It's not,
Certainly
not that long ago. And in that matchup, the highest rated player was MDS. Their T-half, Alex, Nemiga's that is, they went 8-1. So they closed the game out with 18 rounds, only allowing 1 for Team Spirit. That was the second half of the game. We don't know how bad that scoreline could have looked for Team Spirit on their CT side. I think we're about to find out.
Well, it's looking fantastic for Nemiga so far. History certainly repeating itself here as we have got the partial buy from Team Spirit based around this AWP. As I mentioned, the MP9s could be possible as well. Someday Young will be deploying that as Mir explores his options there towards second middle, but it's another contact B play here. Perfectly called so far from Nemiga. They're not running into any stacks. They are pulling them around the map here, and they've already got B control. Boots will come in from Chopper, but it's a very common pre-fire these days. Actually going to sit beneath it. There it is, the check. They take him down to 4 HP, and he will not be surviving this one. As the B-bomb side is theirs, flashbangs coming through, but no one commits to push.
And a second re-smoke. This is lovely. I mean, it is a contact B, and it's neat and it's tidy.
Really well done. Can't complain about this one at all. MP9 does a little bit of damage there, but probably not worth going for it. Might as well save the AWP and MP9.
If I'm on the other side of the server, I'm chasing that AWP for sure. Take it out of their hands, remove it from the server.
To be fair, Chad, it has been ruining most of their rounds on the retakes. Let them keep it. They can't even retake bomb sites.
Yeah, and the fact is as well that when they lost to those pistols, we could see how much of a hindrance it was. They played a 3 banana setup. They went a little bit too aggressive in banana, gave up a pick knowing the AWP was in play, and then they lose the round. So Team Spirit and Coach Certus behind them Need to come up with a game plan that's going to start netting them some rounds.
Historically, when I've commentated these particular group of players, like I said, Chopper, when he used to AWP back in the day, he'd be super aggro of the AWP. We haven't really seen that yet. They look quite reserved. We just saw a full B contact player walking there. Sure, it's on a partial buy, but it doesn't seem much of a challenge towards B. We've had one attempt from Team Spirit so far.
Would you suggest, and this sounds crazy, but like a Fnatic or a Na'Vi-esque, you know, throwing a flusher or a boomage down
That's
banana?
where Team Spirit will thrive.
Yeah.
But they need to get the confidence built up first. They haven't had any success as of yet. They've only won that second round force buy. When they win a couple of gun rounds, I'm sure that's what the playstyle will see. They consider themselves a better team here, but Inferno, it has been a hellish start for them. So we'll have a look at ID's balance to kick off this round. It might set the tone, as he has got an okay spawn. Doesn't look like he'd be fully committing. He has to be going towards Arch and holding a defensive line, so haven't quite found their mojo just yet. And we are challenging towards B. So towards the sandbags once again, and it's going to be the opening kill for Box, but Chopper does reply. Lots of damage exchanged here as they try and avoid the flames. The sandbag provides a safe haven for Mir. And they've got control. They've actually done a decent job this time. 4 and 4, sure, but look at the damage inflicted to Lollipop and Speedak.
Yeah, now they push down banana. They take that control. They completely remove it. That smoke does look like it got a bit awkward. And it has enabled Joe to really push up. He's going to have the element of surprise here, yeah.
Chopper's 100% dead.
See up. And that's a bit of a shame because they did so well to get the B control. Was that from the failed
deep smoke? It was, wasn't it? It was
There's still a deep smoke. He just nutmegged in their second smoke, the one that was fading as they threw. So.
But it's the same approach again. We haven't got any backup or trade potential or baiting going on. It's just like, well, you're committed to that position alone. Hopefully it works out for you. And the AWP certainly doesn't work out for ID's balance. And that's going to be towards Quad as Nemiga are just owning them out there.
The problem is Team Spirit are a very good multi-frag potential team, but normally they do it off the element of surprise, catching people when they're in a rotation, or they get their lucky timing when they're pulling out a nade, when you wouldn't expect it. The problem with Inferno is the CTs, they do have options to go aggressive, but it's nothing that's unexpected, right? We are flashing off these angles. We're Molotoving top of banana. We know exactly how we have to deal with this. And look, if SDY can go absolutely mammoth here in the bomb site, that'll be great.
Oh, in a different universe, it's Speedak first, and the collateral onto Joe, but no, will not be the case. Double digits, in fact, found by Joe. Another impact player round from him.
It's currently 8-0 in terms of opening duel success for Nemiga. That might be another reason as to why we're seeing such a stark scoreline of 7-1 here. But you can see this. We know that teams are loving to play in the smokes as they fade these days. It's definitely in vogue right now. And if you're going to be playing close and personal like Chopper was, you need to be ready and raring for those players to come on through. So we will get round number 9 underway. The AWP back out. Will Nemiga go for opening kill number 9?
ID's balance showing us a bit of that flair now. We know they've got it within their wheelhouse, but no one challenges second middle. A much more passive approach now from Nemiga. This is a brilliantly called game, I have to say. They've shown so much towards banana in the last couple of rounds. You can see the Team Spirit trying to combat this, but the flashbang over. It's the FAMAS once again for Chopper. Managed to get 2 kills before, but only has 3 in total. And now we'll have a look at their utility. Mir and Chopper, you'll notice, have absolutely nothing between them. So if they do receive a B execution, they're done for. They've called for ID's balance to come over. They have to flash over and find a kill because they can't defend this. And you can see where that leads them. Another opening frag. This is just not working out for them. They don't have the resources to justify this.
No, there could be another one on the cards. Disbalance does fill that gap and might be enough. Oh, Mir, a good chance. Box in trouble.
4 on 2, and it actually starts to work out for Team Spirit here. It was a questionable first frag, but the AWP delivering a Lollipop. He has threaded the needle. Luckily, ID's balance there to pick up the slack, but he lets him get past here, and Lollipop commits. He's looking towards the A side. He knows exactly where Magix is there. A missed shot gives him a chance, but it's met by the bullet of the FAMAS there. MBS towards the apartments at this point, just trying to sabotage their finances. Not going to happen. The first proper clean round there for Team Spirit. It's going to be 7-2 as they keep 4 players alive. Just Chopper to reinvest.
So the only reason the team would continue to stay in limbo in a lot of these rounds, like Spirit are, especially towards the top of banana, is if you don't think you can defend against a full B execute. You only want to stay trying to fight in that regard because you want to stop them before they can even get in, or at least push it down to a 2v2 or a type of winnable scenario along those lines. The problem is, Team Spirit, it's fine to play in limbo like that. You just need to make sure you're not giving away the opening kill and knifing your teammate.
They were run boost on each other's head. I thought that was cool. That's a pretty nice move. But then they stabbed each other, and then I thought, well, that's all the good work ruined. Box will be extinguishing flames here at banana, and another full commitment. I told you he's aggressive, boys. He does like to get that first kill. This time very successful. Gets a ding towards Joe as well, as we'll see it go into a 5-on-4. Now, the job is done. The hard work has been brought forward. We are going to see then fall back, presumably. What have they got remaining here? Be able with the incendiary and the flashbang, but 3 players encroaching their position. They're really
See, they want to fight.
I
They
don't
have
know
to
why.
fight. They don't think they can defend against a B execute. That's the only reason.
They're so isolated now.
Boost on the wall, and MDS gonna get 2. Wow, with only 9 HP as well. Will finally get finished off. Doesn't have to take an angle. Doesn't have to, but he does, and that jiggle could cost them the sight.
I was about to say they've done enough damage here. They're running the clock down. There's nothing really in terms of utility to get in towards the B side, but Magix proves me wrong. He offers himself up, and now it's back to the 2-on-2. They still have another smoke and full B control as Lollipop enters with the bomb here. There's a second smoke going down. Molotov towards Ruins to enable the plant to come through. That grenade will land, but it won't do too much damage here. Just takes him down to 72. He's more than fine to get the bomb planted.
Another awkward AWP retake.
Oh, indeed. That's exactly what we're saying. I don't think this AWP is necessarily working out for them. There's too many clutch situations where they can't win the round. I say that. Someday Young pulls on back. Good flashbang. And now a 2 versus 1.
Okay, no smoke. A Molotov could catch Lollipop off here.
If they throw it in the corner, they win the round.
Yeah, but they don't just yet, and now spotted a flash and a peek as well from Lollipop. Forces more time off the clock. He's done it. He's won it. He's done enough. Someday Young's going to have to fake it. All Lollipop has to do is make sure it's not on it or even kill him. That works even better. Clean as you like. Nemiga, they'll take the 8th, and that's off of an advantage for Team Spirit.
And it was with their first opening kill as well that round.
Chopper got the banana frag,
Yeah.
and they managed to get a 3v2 with a low HP player.
I just think this isn't a good map for Spirit, if I'm being honest.
I
just think this is not a Team Spirit map. It doesn't look like one that leans to the strengths of their individuals, which would normally be space and aim. Well, this doesn't have either of those really as the headlines. It's utility usage, it's teamwork, it's knowing to exploit the rotations. And right now, Nemiga, they seem to be the team better at everything.
There it is. Aggression once again. Successful once again, but they haven't been converting these round. A 5-on-4 pick. Magix, though, has been the main culprit when it comes to dropping the advantage. This time he steps up. 5 versus 3. And back towards B they go. This is where they found so much success, and currently there's only mere defending. The rotation comes through.
Why did they over-rotate?
I couldn't tell you. I was about to say the same thing. They seem to just really take the bait when they spot anyone on the map here, but they're both in CT spawn. One smoke in that area, they're in a lot of trouble. We've seen the boosted position be pre-fired multiple times now. It's kind of gone off trend in terms of the meta. Doesn't seem to be much of a viable spot anymore. We'll see if Mir can make it work. That will bait him in quite nicely, but still the pre-fire comes through.
I'm with you. I absolutely hate it. I really don't like that setup, but they're so... just what I'm watching right here, it keeps pushing home. They're worried about the side executes. They're just so worried about having to deal with Molotov smokes and flashes in their face. At least on the retake, they can wait out the utility.
I like this, the counter boost on the T side.
They got enough time.
Just about to get it up there. The smoke will go down as they're getting up, I think.
Oh, he's
Or the
given
double
up.
nutmeg.
The double nutmeg, make it just 1. He's got. I like the idea. You got 2v4. You're hoping to catch 2 by surprise as the smoke fades, but it doesn't quite work out. Can't level it up, and we will see Spirit secure the 3rd. This time, the retake is a success.
Yeah, small detail here as well. Chopper does have a kit, but they're allowing their AWP eye disbalance to defuse the bomb to get a little bit of extra money coming on through. It's the small bits and pieces like that, ladies and gentlemen, that you need to keep your eyes on.
Yeah, if you plant the bomb, it's $300. If you defuse it, it's $300 as well. So Chad is dead on there. It's certainly...
It's like 3 AWP kills.
Yeah, exactly. You get $100 from AWP fight. So,
when you put it that way, actually, yeah.
You just got a 3K with the defuse.
Yeah, don't buy the AWP CZ combo. You won't be making any money. No. There'll be nothing available.
That's like a timeshare in Counter-Strike, the equivalent of a timeshare.
If you don't die, it's all right.
Yeah, that's true. You've got to keep them up. But Idis Balance starting to show us now he's getting that confidence up. We've had aggressive picks towards the top of middle, second middle, banana now, and some success as well. If they can find 6 or 7 rounds here, it's actually fine. Like Inferno is starting to lend itself towards the T side. We're seeing some of these great executions fall in favor of the terrorist forces, as for now, they're leaving B alone. Had enough fun on that side of the map. They've already won the half.
8-1 was the score you said last time they played this map?
Yeah.
They got 7 on
their
this
T
time.
side. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, look, it's better for Spirit, but they also have more rounds to play with here. So, how much better? I guess we can dissect that after. This is very patient play from Nemiga here. They have a lot of utility left over for a simple B execute as well. I think they're well aware that as soon as Chopper spots 1, he will have to drop back. Smokes are clearing now. Jump peak is the only thing on the agenda. And being half HP, it is scary leaving him as the solo B defender here.
Very nerve-wracking, and he can just go down. It's just body shots.
Yeah.
On the likely pre-aimed line.
I was saying this aggression was going to be a big positive for Team Spirit coming into it, but it doesn't seem to be working out too much for them. This desperate grenade at this point trying to deny the plant. They're up for it. I guess they need this round. They can't really afford to give many more away. 5 versus 4. Bomb to go down now, courtesy of MDS. Should be no problem. And they're so smoked out there. Still Molotovs and smoke grenades available. Somehow that didn't do any damage from Some Die Young here, and they are pretty committed. I don't like the look of this at all.
They should definitely save.
Okay, out they go. And unfortunately, Lollipops here to lock them in. Good shot from Mia, and lots of kills found. So Nemiga are fine to concede these. They just want to find as many kills as they possibly can. 3 versus 2. Idis Balance still part of the mix here. He's stuck towards Ruins. Needs to be very careful. It's not really worth him going down. Same story for Some Die Young with the AK-47 as well. Sure, it would make things a bit more complicated, but oof, we went down there. Could have been disastrous for Team Spirit. Regardless, they get the kill. Will be the round for Nemiga as we go 9-3 here. Idis Balance and Some Die Young do survive. But at what cost? This game is getting out of hand for them.
So I'm just having a quick look right now, getting ahead of myself as you were, looking at the stat lines for Nemiga on Dust 2. It's not great. They lost in the road to Rio de Gambit Youngsters, but they did beat Windstrike. Then they have a loss against Pro 100. So the list of names is around the opponents that we're seeing in the server here today.
Sure.
So there is a world that we live in where if Nemiga is having a fantastic day today and we go into Dust 2, well, they could convert into 2-0. But I just think this map is bad for Spirit. So I want to see how this one continues to trend on through.
Well, let's go back towards B, shall we? Idis Balance going for that aggressive pick once again. It's worked a couple of times, and he's avoiding the flames for now. So they're going to challenge off this one. So that's actually just very well played from Idis Balance. Noticing he wasn't getting touched by the flames the first few seconds there. He waited. They assumed it'd be clear, and he gets the opening kill once more. 5 on 4. MDS taking matters into his own hands, going for the smoke play towards Jump. And he is going to find Mir, but taken down. 5 on 3. Now, this is where we normally say Team Spirit are too aggressive. You can see them at T steps almost towards B. So I'd like to see them reel it in. They've got no grenades remaining, and we'll see what the decision is. They are going to slightly fall back, but then change their mind.
No, just go aggressive. Push through the smoke. If they go all in on the aggression, I'm all for it, right?
Sure.
But if they're going to like be half in, half out, I'm not loving it. Team Spirit, they remind me of a team who finishes a round in an instant, not a team who can play these mid-rounds, especially on Inferno, so well.
Well, they've got the AWP set up at the barrel position. This is much more like it. Do you remember I said before when Chopper was logged, there was no backup, there was no bait. He wasn't on the end of a fishing rod. He was just thrown into the river. But now this is all set up, and you can see they're not checking that position. They're so fixated on the AWP. That's much better from Team Spirit. It's pretty basic, I have to be honest with you, but at least they're adjusting it at this point.
So we have left Lollipop in a 1-on-4 situation. If he grabs a couple kills here, it will be detrimental to the economy of Spirit. But if you look at the money right now for Nemiga, it's not great itself. He only has 50 in the back pocket, 1,400 for MDS. Speedak is the only one with really enough money to invest.
Yeah, they only get $1,400 into the next round as well. So
saving, I think.
He might have to save. He's got more kit than he would actually get in terms of cash.
Now, we're talking about
nice shot.
about the AWP, right, of Idis Balance and maybe it looking a little bit clunky and whatnot. If you go and you look at Idis Balance's recorded stats on hltv.org of his career, 54% of his kills are with the AWP. If you guys can't do maths, that's more than 50%, which is more than half.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so that's a lot of his kills are with the AWP. He has 4,426 kills with the AWP. He only has 1,136 with the AK-47, which is his next highest. Oof. So he is going to ride or die on that AWP whenever he can get it out.
Number 3, I just noticed the USP as well.
Exactly.
This just shows you how little he's
not even an
rifles
M4.
out there. Yeah. That's interesting. Well, here we go then. Round 14, get to the book end of this first half. Aggressive once again. Team Spirit wants to get their confidence up. They're willing to take these challenges more, but probably going to fall back some more with Speedak showing his AWP. Just going to scamper away there and make sure everyone survives.
I just love that. Taking the only AWP of the round, he's gone straight towards bedroom. That is very Speedak-esque. He was very willing to take some aggressive close quarters duels, and no exception it seems today. Round 14, we see just that AWP and the Deagles. They are going to be trying to play around this AWP, but, I mean, that's info for Spirit, right? They are well aware that the only real way they lose this is by giving a fight to this AWP.
Well, they just took mid-control of brackets just then. At least they have a little bit of information, but they might be slow on this rotation. Molotov to come out. They're leaving one individual over towards Trash. Through Speedway they go, so those footsteps can be heard from the very top corner of Banana. If they walk into B here and they're able to find an opening, they don't have to commit off of this. Oh, the timing of the smoke here.
Oh, they go for the double stack. We haven't really seen any creative boosts from Team Spirit, so I like this a lot, although it is labored. Chopper will open things up. Great grenade there, does about 100 damage to them. And now we're going to see them commit toward the B side, but they're so low. They've only got pistols, no armor. Should be a foregone conclusion here. Chopper just getting warmed up here, as we'll see him demonstrate the aim potential there. Fantastic work, 4 kills as we get into round number 15.
Lovely. That was great. Yeah, could be the 9-6 half, could be perfect. It did look a bit clunky. These shots quite the opposite, though. Just an aim gallery for him. He's only seen the tips of their heads. That last shot. Beautiful stuff.
Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that, young Chopper. We will be getting into round 15 here. Money has stabilized, and they're looking for the 9-6, which I said, in my opinion, that's absolutely fine. Win the pistol in this sort of matchup as well. These derbies are a little bit strange. 9-6 is absolutely fine. And we are going to see PT50 for Speed Axe, so no AWP for him. And the Galil brought in as well. You can see them actually look more like Team Spirit as the rounds go by now. They're not so rattled. They've got a little bit more comfortable, but that timing is awkward. And MDS will get 2 kills, and the aggression falls apart once again. But Chopper could save the day. Kill for the smoke there, and a redeployment of the smoke.
Okay, they're desperately trying to get their resources back in line. That double death is a disaster. Lollipop walking up balcony, and he's ready for both of those fights. Some Young does catch him, though, and he doesn't inflict too much damage. So, smoke for the cross. It is all fake. You'll see that one landing and replacing the one that's just been.
They're basically out of nades now. They have a flash and a HE, but that's not enough to stall anything out. So as we can see, it's going to be a B finish. Action on Chopper again.
Flanks very fast. Tamir could catch them, and looks like Chopper's doing enough. Oh, they line up. Speedak gets the frag, so now a 2v2 flanking from Mir does look like it could confirm things, and yeah, that's the one. There it is. Box goes down, and that's the end for Speedak as well. So a 9-6 half, it's workable. Team Spirit, they dust themselves off after a sketchy start. Nemiga, a banger to get us started on Inferno.
Chasing love in an empty bar. Pour a drink till I make it past. The midnight hour seems to come and go, but I know. Walk on up with a drink in hand, sipping mixers cause you can. And all the lights begin to switch off. You're chasing the light, holding on for life. Holding on for life, feeding the high, chasing the night, chasing the night. Hotel rooms and city squares, champagne bottles, drum and snare. The sights and cities seem to fall away when you stay. Locked in love for a night or two, losing sleep just to get off you. Day to day, you wanna stay out. You're chasing the light, holding on for life, fading out. Chasing the night, chasing the night.
Nemiga and Spirit continue to duke it out, and already impressed that Chopper has managed to maintain a solid 100 ADI. He was under a lot of scrutiny on that CT side. Now it's their turn to bring the attack. We're into the second half of the first series of the day, and my boys Henry and Chad are alongside me for the ride.
Let's get into it. Second half begins here. Will be Nemiga switching over to the CT forces. They impressed us with their T-side attacks. Good understanding of the map and maybe lack thereof of Team Spirit. They are going to have 2 smokes and a Molotov here and an upgraded pistol for Idis Balance, also carrying the bomb here. Exploring their options towards B, leaving the bomb at T steps. We are going to have 2 CTs ready and waiting, and Speedak from the boiler room will get 2 of them. Idis Balance pulls a kill back, and they might have to commit towards B here, but the smoke is just perfect. They'll push through it, and one by one they're taken down, but they do get somewhat of an advantage here. 3 on 2, a chance for the bomb to go down, and it's going to be a full 3-man retake from Banana here. No kit available, and pace has been picked up.
Ooh, P250 and a USP to defend on this one, so they have good weaponry for the job.
Doesn't need to be giving him that fight. Mir set up as well. Nice shots from him already, but he does get caught by MDS. Now all onto Disbalance. They know he was construction. They fake it out. No kid. Remember that? And oh my God. MDS has been hitting some fantastic shots so far.
Yeah, good stuff.
Well, it's still down to Speedak as well, that boiler room play as well. To find a couple, that's not easy at close range. Let me tell you, it's going to be double digits for them. Bomb planted, however, so Team Spirit still have a fighting chance going to round number 2. That's if they decide to force by now and go for 2 AKs in the Galil. MDS showing us his fantastic shots there of the USP. The defuse comes in, no problem. And it will be a Galils across the board. So I actually kind of prefer this buy to the 2 AKs and Deagles, because it means everyone gets a rifle and armor, some basic utility as well. You can see Someday Young will go for Deagle and the helmet in the end. So it's actually looking pretty promising there, up against 3 SMGs and 2 M4s. Quite a 50-50 round here. We'll see who comes out on top. Whether there's any aggression with the CTs, as MDS will throw over his rifle to collect an MP9. He's going to be flashed in towards mid.
They've heard the Galils now, so they will be on notice in that regard. It won't be so lackadaisical in your approach, knowing that a bit more damage to the Galil is possible. Box, as I say, that pushes into a Molotov through a smoke and gets the opening. The follow-up with the nade is good, and Chopper goes down as well.
Oh, he sprayed as well. That was lovely from Joe.
Oh, well, Team Spirit, they've just had the win definitely taken out of their sails here. This round was looking good. It's now going to be extremely difficult to get back into. The problem here is they didn't actually secure any territory when losing those 2 opening frags.
So what's the reply here? 3 on 5. Nemiga with a fantastic opening couple of kills here, courtesy of those MP9s. The utility is looking great for them, and now Team Zero, their backs to the wall. Starting to work towards quad. Magic's with 8 kills so far, and it's a very defensive trifecta of doom waiting for them. You can see how great it looks, but Box will overstep the mark. There's a little bit of damage there towards Idis Balance, but gives them a kill in return. 35 seconds, you'd imagine it will be the commitment towards B, actually, with Someday Young returning to the banana area, calling for his teammates, and there's only 1 player there, Joe, with the MP9, but what a perfect smoke on 30 seconds. They're going to have to wait this one out.
God, and the rotate is on its way, not only from CT, but also on A. Surely now, here they come, and they both go down! MDS with that MP9, he gets 2 in the round. Box's MP9 opened it up, and MDS closes it down.
Great stuff there. The smoke going down, like I said, you either have to wait it out and go in with like 8 seconds remaining, or you push through together and hope you get the trade, which they did, but the rotation was just in the nick of time. MDS lines them up, sprays them both down, and a idyllic situation for that SMG, and I feel like Team Spirit have to be eco now. They've got Deagles, Tech 9, but no armor, no nades, looking very likely to be 12-6 for Nemiga on their map pick. They are very comfortable so far. Ouch.
Oh.
99 damage with that first grenade.
Yeah, the rest was just a formality from Speedak, but it does convert. And they don't even have to use their bullets to find these opening kills, it seems. Full banana control, he's about to say. That's it. Deep smoke, and they've taken control. They don't look to push down, though. It seems that they're willing to forego it. They know close quarters duels could give them a way back in. That's a chance. Not quite going to work out for them. Good double. I don't know why Speedak's given him that fight. He had no HP to work with, and now they know his teammate's low as well, but MDS still gets the frag.
Good stuff to survive there on low HP.
I thought Speedak had sent him down the river. He lives to tell the tale.
1 minute remaining, and Chopper and Idis Balance, they've got the work cut out for them, to say the very least. They'll collect the bomb, but in terms of the defense here, the MP9 looks so deadly once again. It's such a great spot for one kill to drop off. When you know they've got Desert Eagle as well, there's almost no chance they can really pre-fire that spot. Too many angles to deal with, and we will see them walking up towards middle now. So I don't think they get a plan out of this. I don't think there's another kill available, but we'll see what they can make of it.
$25. I'll come from long. MDS is in a position where it's unlikely he gets more than one, if that. But does get the one and done, and now it's all onto Disbalance, who should go down, but he wants a bomb plant. A spectacular shot onto Lollipop, and this 2 versus 4 has become a 1 versus 2. Could have changed even further.
Try.
Yeah, good decision there. He knows as soon as he's planted the bomb, he's committed to the bomb site. He has to give crossover to the pit to get a weapon at this point. So nice work from Joe. Makes sure he locks it down before things get out of hand.
We're about to jump into Skybox, guys, and I want to show you a smoke that Speedak freeballed. We've spoken about this in the past when we've been watching Fnatic play, and I always talk about Brolin throwing a smoke from the pit. Well, look where Speedak is. He's actually up on the lip of that box. Now, if we play this out, you're going to see him throw a smoke towards top middle here. And we talk about how important it is holding on to top mid control. Look at him from the site, jump smoke, throws it, bang, easy as you like. And they're able to retake mid control off of that. So I just thought really nice little detail. Wanted to highlight that one from Speedak.
That is a cool one. I like that a lot. You can see him actually repositioning, getting that mid control, knowing that he won't be taken down by an AWP at the top middle. So that's very interesting indeed. But the first real gun round now. It's going to be 3-0 in the second half for Nemiga. Up against the AK-47s. I disbalance with the early AWP as well. 11 kills to his name so far. And he does spot the barrel of one. Fires off the shot, but nothing to show for it.
Speedak thinks better of it. Backs away. Double Molotovs and nades, but Box still decides he wants to stand his ground, and it's an early casualty for Nemiga. B control now starting to be under question, and they've actually decided to rotate 3 players immediately. Knee-jerk reaction to loss of B.
I like it.
Yeah, a bit of a gamble stack here.
You've got rounds to play with. Why not?
So the same boost here from Nemiga we saw so many times from T-Spirit didn't seem to work out for them. Lots of pre-fires being presented. So back they go. Team Spirit not going to be committing towards the B bomb site. Going to go for a contact play towards middle. That's a correct call considering it's just Lollipop holding towards that pit position. In terms of grenades, he does have a smoke and an incendiary. But plenty of time here. Team Spirit should be fine to handle this.
They go alongside.
It's the right call as well. You can isolate that pit defender. It becomes, he gets the headshot angle, but so do you.
Yeah, you can even smoke off in front of the pit here as well. So I assume that's all will be happening unless they just go for a straight contact play, walking into the bomb site, ideally smoking in front of the pit, but there's the incendiary, and they catch him regardless. As he throws the incendiary, he had no idea. He was flashed as well by Disbalance.
Can we do this now? Because I assume it will be a save. On the A bomb site, I want everyone to stay very, very quiet, and we're just going to listen, and we can see if we can identify what the birds are.
Sounds like a Blue Jay to me.
The birds stop when the bomb goes down?
No, they're still there.
They're still there. Hey, Green, are you there?
Yes, I'm currently trying to locate the current birds. I'm not sure which nest they are
trying
in.
all the trees?
Yep, trying everything. Who
Maybe
knows?
check out
Maybe
the
they
bell.
like this. The bell?
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
What about the trees on the hill there towards T-spawn? Like if you go all the way up.
Oh, I know. Over here somewhere?
Any birds around here?
Oh,
These ones?
It did sound good in there.
I heard something. What was that? Oh,
Chicken.
There it is. There's the bird.
There you
It's
go.
chickens.
beautiful singing.
Songbird. Beautiful to look at. Never a pain in
with
our ass.
updated shaders as
Yeah,
well.
exactly. Look at it.
Congratulations to chickens.
Little 3D textured chicken. Little
Chickens
cutie.
don't respawn.
They transcend
The chickens don't
round
respawn?
time.
They do.
Well, no,
That
but I
means-
mean, like, he was in the same position at the
Yeah.
end of that round and the start
They're
of the
time
round.
travelers, Chad.
What?
Incredible.
This is insane.
I had no idea, but neither did Lollipop in that round. He just gets caught out. Perfect execution, impresses our Chad and Henry. And so we can get into round 20 then. It's getting to the business end of our first map, first series of the day. And let's see what the T side of Spirit have in store for us in this one. Their calls did get them the 7th.
How many HEs was that? Looked like an awful lot. Box is going to go down again, so similar scenes to the first half here. Mia's going to get the better of Joe, and, well, this kind of feels exactly what Nemiga were doing to Spirit with their top banana defense.
It seems like CIS, they just fight banana and see who wins.
That's where Boomage got it from.
Navi
makes
certainly the
sense.
trailblazers in that department. And we are going to have a 5-on-2. Someday Young pulls another one back. Lollipop and Speedak with no option ready but to save at this point, unless Lollipop goes absolutely nuclear at the B bomb site. They're going to just hold up there. They're going to use the clock to their advantage, wait for any reaction from the CTs here. Speedak, he's thinking about it. You can see him edging out towards T-Spawn, takes a step at a time. And oh no, the timing is unreal.
Oh, that is so frustrating.
It was the bomb. If they don't kill Lollipop, this round can still fall apart.
Oh dear, they've actually given it away. Then how is it now a 2-on-1? They were holding T-steps.
Oh dear, this is very scary.
They've absolutely dropped the ball here. This is a locked-in round for Team Spirit, and now some way, somehow, they were just holding up for the formality of the round. They were seeing when they would get their guaranteed frags, and now they've dropped the ball, running towards B. iDisbalance, if he gets this kill, there is a chance.
Clearing this. There is no way in the world he clears that.
The Atrium, that's going to be a nightmare. iDisbalance now has to deal with the likes of Speedak. Luckily, he's got an AWP, so the chance he misses the shot, I suppose. Will it happen?
Saw him? He did. Saw the tip of the head. Going hunting, can see the barrel.
Hi.
Scary, wide strafe, and plant safe. Maybe Disbalance can save the day here with 5 seconds left. Lollipop, he's already done so much. A triple kill on that B assault. Looks like Disbalance could have done enough. His positioning was so smart.
He holds a similar spot here, but the P250 is out. Lollipop been spotted, 47 HP, and he nails it. It's the AK-47. The round is still turned on his head there. It was a 4 versus 2 in favor of Team Spirit, and they dropped the ball there. It was a little bit unfortunate towards T-Steps, but I don't know why they fully commit towards B without everyone being there. Bit of a nightmare. But here's the B stream going on, boys. Yeah, Gambit Young's taking on Windstrike. Windstrike with the upper hand so far.
Yeah, we saw a couple of things we liked from the Windstrike team that we have on screen. Obviously, names like Waylander, Hobbit, and World Edit. They're the household ones right there. But it was Elian on the AWP, who was relatively impressive.
Yeah, he was.
And Lackey was another name.
Yeah, certainly. And on C stream, you'll see Team Unique versus Forza. That's actually going to look like a... It's going all the way. In fact, these CTs might be winning this pistol round. They've got 2 AWPs on the T side, and yeah, it looks like this one's getting really awkward for Unique. That's happening over on the C stream. We're still in a timeout on ours, but yeah, my goodness, looks like Zorte and Kenzo are in trouble.
That's an eco as well, bear in mind. You can see they're actually about to get map point.
Ooh.
Maybe not. They're going to blowing each other's heads off. I haven't seen that in years. Wow.
Oh my God, now it's a 2v2. That's happening on the C stream, folks. Hope you got fast fingers. Go check that one out. My goodness, this is the Lollipop 3K, Screw 21K. Look at the third as well. Chopper mowed down and Lollipop even clutching to save the day. Really huge round from him. The Belarusian comes alive and secures the 13.
Absolutely massive. There's no denying that. There still is a full buy for Team Spirit. With all the grenades they need. And there are indeed 3 HEs. No damage inflicted though. As the battle continues, we have got Lollipop rotating back off the B bomb side to join A. And once again, fighting for control. It looks like the CTs are more than happy to do so. Checking out the close range position. Firing off 30 bullets of the M4A4. It does significant damage towards Chopper and iDisbalance, but they do receive some in turn. Box and Joe both are around 60 HP.
Molotov, perfect, forces him off the line. Look at MDS, he really didn't want to be playing aggressive in apps anymore.
Outside smoke comes out. That'll keep Speedak busy for a little while. There's nobody invested towards Banana, and right now, Nemiga, they have 0 information. The only thing that they're being greeted with is a little bit of utility over towards the top of A. Banana is dead silent, and now that they've been able to obscure both quad and arch side, questions have to be asked. Is it going to be an A hit, or do they have Banana control?
Big round here. Nemiga completely broken financially as well. MP9s are out. They've taken significant damage, but no kills found. 25 seconds remaining here. We are going to have a return from Speedak, so they are more than ready for this one. 20 seconds, MDS for the MP9. He gets a couple of kills here, mows down 3 of them, finds the bomb. That is absolutely colossal. 4 on 2 now, and 10 seconds remain. The flashbang has to be delivered, and Lollipop knows he can sacrifice himself, go for both the kills here, and he delivers on his promise. That's huge, as the money now is shattered for Team Spirit.
With an MP9, Hank.
MP9 with 20 seconds remaining, they just don't have a chance to even Molotov the position. H here, have someone from Boiler, and he mows them all down. He gets a ton of money. There is one more scrappy buy available for Team Spirit, but as you can see, 17 seconds where they're committing towards top of middle. No wonder he gets 3. And Lollipop, he's got more than enough lives to go for both the kills here. Converts them, grabs the AK-47, and we're into the next round here. So Idis Balance will have the Desert Eagle. You can see Mia with no grenades. Beautiful run boost from Box. That's a nice early grenade down towards the bottom. Doesn't do any damage. What?
I must have just hit on the lip to the left of
I thought we
Chopper.
sorted that out.
No, we haven't fixed that yet. Rush, can you just show the stair for everybody in free cam, just where the nade landed?
Yeah, let me...
It was that little lip
Lip
there.
on the left there, mate.
Yeah.
Go left. There we go. You can see there that
Oh, yeah,
the
that's
nade
the
landed in the
explosion
doorway.
in the corner.
Yeah, so it hasn't done any damage whatsoever.
It landed next to them as well.
Thanks,
That
Rush.
hurts. Well, here we go. The flash attack. You'll see teams like OG drop this in every now and then. Does work out for a quick kill, but the bomb goes down. 2 kills for Speedak here. He's looking very comfortable. He knows another one's towards the apartments. Nails that shot as well, but does go down in the end. 3 versus 3. Damage inflicted towards Idis Balance. He has the AK-47 now and the default
They're going
plant.
in.
They're going in. They're swinging for the fences, and it's converted a kill for Team Spirit. We won't be finding map point just yet. They stick the landing there, and it's 3 kills for Someday Young to close out the round.
He's been keeping it up, hasn't he? 20 frags from Someday Young. Another fantastic performance from him. 8 to 14. Let's see that again from Speedak. If he just...
Good stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, getting the second one, the fact that he tags the third is just such a unfortunate state of affairs. It was disbalanced, you can see, with just a scrap of health. But Someday Young was working with very tight angles for those kills. Lovely stuff. Good spray control. We're into round 23.
Full eco as well, as you said. Nemiga were feeling the financial burn. Have a good run boost there. Speedak just going to be stacking the bomb sites. They're sending one sacrifice down in the form of Joe to suggest that you've already killed 1B. You should come get stuck in, boys. He's got a Zeus as well. I think he's waiting behind a half wall, looking for a Zeus kill if possible. If he gets it, great. He'll get an AK-47.
Okay,
It goes down early.
let's remember this one. This is a setup we're capable of for our ecos. A Zeus at half wall, 3 people with USPs are boosted on emo.
Just don't miss.
Is there a call for the box next to emo, or are we calling it the box next to emo? When
I
you
used
want
to
to
have
communicate it effectively?
I used to have a bunch of names. The thing is, mine don't align with the
Everyone
rest of the
else.
world.
Yeah,
Right?
what were
They're
you
so
calling that then
particular.
when you were being specific?
The box.
You know, like
next
when
to
someone's
emo.
on it, boosted above it, it's hard. It's a specific call. It's
Yeah.
tough. Either way, they take short. I'll let you have a think about that. We do see the boys from Spirit basically just picking up a formality at this point.
I think we called it oranges because what people call oranges, we called Huck 1 and Huck 2.
Ah, like Huck the StarCraft player?
Huck the Counter-Strike player who was in the CGS with me.
He's a good lad.
Yeah. Oliver was his name.
Yeah.
Oh! Well, that's
Peace.
the perfect way to start it off, and that's probably going to encourage them to go A even more. So this boost, unfortunately, as exciting as it looks, isn't going to find too much as they clear their corners and respond with nothing. Nobody's home.
Can we check in with Rush, see what he did last night? We didn't actually talk to him last night.
We didn't see him at all. That's a good point.
Do you know
Rush,
if
what
you
did
guys
get
are
up to?
interested in some gaming with Rushley today?
Well, it's more likely on the cards today than it was yesterday.
Good, good.
I need to see what mood I'm in when I get home.
Yeah, of course.
Rush, you there? You talking to us? What's going on, mate?
Not much. What did I do yesterday? I can't remember. Hang on, let me turn my light on. I played a little bit of Counter-Strike
Okay. Who'd you play with?
with some folks from ESL, some good fraggers here
All right.
and there, for the most part.
All right.
It was okay. It was good fun. I think we won. I don't even remember, if I'm going to be honest. I played another game. That name will not be named, however.
Okay.
And I actually had a good time, so
Whoa.
it wasn't bad.
You had a good time.
I had a good time.
I'm
I
glad
was
you had a
hitting
good
shots. I was flicking. I was doing all sorts.
Rush, I got to check out your blog today. It seems like you're doing a cosmetic sort of feature at the moment. I saw the chocolate links was brought out and the wooden after effect as well.
Oh yes. I've upped my scent game.
So you smell like wood now, like a mahogany?
Dark temptation with a bit of wood kind of in there as well. I
The
do wear
full
the shirts
lumberjack.
for it.
Yeah,
Exactly,
What do the
yeah.
ladies love the smell of? Wood
I think
and
wood.
chocolate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well,
A nice oak table. A nice oak table goes down well with everybody.
He smells like a carpenter. It's beautiful. Thank you so much, Rush. We're
No
getting to
worries,
the next
guys.
round. And that's going to be another full buy for Nemiga. 4M4s and the AWP, as we'll see them have a couple of kits as well, looking for that map point, but it's one of the most difficult rounds to find in all of Counter-Strike, as we'll see Chopper once again explore his options, but he's greeted by that HE grenade. He'll continue his assault towards the banana area, but receives even more utility. He dishes out a lot of damage himself, and the flashbangs are very successful. Takes even more, down to 34 here.
You could see the idea behind that Molotov as well. That was going to lock anyone that was pushed above in front of the half wall into the fight with both Joe and Box. But their flash completely nullified that mid-round play. And so everyone's heart is still beating. Admittedly, a couple battered and bruised. The nade still echoing through Chopper and Mir's health pool. And the same from Box as he met Chopper in that early exchange. He's going to be the first to smoke. You can see he's got the pin pulled, waiting for the call from his teammates or his own eardrums.
Yeah, so the problem is right now, the only bit of utility there left to defend with his 2 smoke grenades. That can delay, but Team Spirit don't have to respect it. They have the utility behind them. If they want to go for the CT and coffin smoke with some flashes over the top, they can bully on through if they really want right now. They don't have to hold back and wait. And it looks like they will be gearing up for a banana hit. We have all 5 now setting up their grenades. And whoa, here we go.
Straight away, that's Box's cue. Will they respect the smoke? It doesn't look like they will. They plan to go straight in. The nade could land on Box's face. He's down to just 4. He lives to tell the tale. Joe's spray through the smoke does find 2. And Box, oh, it's perfect. With low HP, he hopes to catch just 1 by surprise. Disbalances past him as well. And now he can strike. He gets 1. More than you could ask for with health like that.
Well, it was a great effort. It's given them the man advantage. The bomb is planted now. 3 versus 2. Chopper down to 25. He's up to eye disbalance to try and find the kill through the smoke. It is going to be left to just him now. He is certainly capable of winning this run. He's had a great performance so far, but it will be Speedak to confirm the round victory. Map point in the bag, and Team Spirit sent packing here. They do get the bomb planted. They have got decent cash going forward here, but it's going to require 6 rounds in a row just to take us to overtime here. On the T side of Inferno, that is one tall order. MDS and Lollipop will pick up the AK-47. Speedak will save his AWP as well. Good a chance as any to close this one out. They have looked fantastic on Inferno so far, but Chad, he did say coming into this one, you expect them to win this map. Overall, Team Spirit still look like they had the better map pool.
Yeah, I do have a couple of worries right now for Team Spirit, where they look a bit janky, right? They don't look like they're playing off of each other very well, but I want to hold that comment until we see Dust 2 go down, because everything might click when they get into the more open spaces. It becomes a bit more like an aim map. We might see them starting to thrive.
This is the first time I've casted Nemiga. I have to say I'm impressed with Inferno. This is a good showing. As good as any you're likely to see at the top end of the scene in terms of their approach. And we will see Mia kick things off, though. Opening frag against Joe this time. Smoke to be deployed. Give him a chance of holding things off. You can see he's got a nice little lineup to bounce it off the roof here.
How do they remember all this?
I know, this is what I was thinking as well. I was like, I can remember like 5 flashes in this bottom side of the map, but pretty impressive. As we see, Speedak still 1 away there through the smoke. Speaking of which, that's been deployed now towards spawn. Speedak will overstep the mark and bring us back into a 4 versus 3.
If Spirit win this one, we've still got a few rounds left, that's for sure, because it will only be 1,400 as the loss bonus going to the next round, meaning Nemiga will have to go for another one of those ecos. So this round is very important for Nemiga.
I love it. So they smoke off B. They've already had 2 casualties B, and they just decide to hedge their bets towards the A side. The one person that can ruin all of this is Chopper, if he was to push into B and call it clear. It seems he's actually joining the squad. This gamble from Nemiga has given them a chance in a round they otherwise probably wouldn't.
Yeah, you're dead on there. It's the AK-47 from MDS as well. He's got a full array of utility. Contact from Team Spirits. As soon as they see a player here, they'll hit the W buttons, and here we go. We're in. It's going to be Samda Young to try and crack open the A side here. Lollipop, fantastic work at the AK-47. Has he done enough? Here's Chopper, who has to save the day. He can't do enough, and Nemiga will be picking up the first map out of this best of 3. It is going to be 16-9. Team Spirit, they're left wondering what the hell happened. Such a slow start from them. They're going to have to pull their socks up on Dust 2.